What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Talk to Me Thursday, where we keep it shady, but with some heart. Listen, okay, the internet has blown up with Princess Kate conspiracy theories. Listen, I love a conspiracy theorist as much as the next person, but it's crazy. Am I right? Because listen, as a member of the Commonwealth, I just feel like this is some tea we all need to get into. Okay, look. Before the last 2 weeks, I have not given a good, as my mother would say, farthing about Princess Weedy Katie. I know, I said what I said. But listen, I have been down the conspiracy theorist rabbit holes. This has taken up everyone's time, and nobody had time for this, okay? Listen, we're all sitting over here with deadlines and work, but meanwhile, we worried about like what a non-melanated princess is doing. Listen, the only royal I have ever cared about, generally speaking, is Harry and his party boy, naked in a hot tub in Vegas era. Obviously, Princess Diana, because we believed the fairy tale. Like, if I remember watching as a kid, on TV, right? So Princess Di, Harry and his, specifically that like in the hot tub in Vegas era, and Meghan. Honestly, like that's just, as a member of the Commonwealth, we really only care about Meghan. But the way we've been fascinated, but like, wouldn't it be funny if this was like all, okay, I'm not going to give the royal family that much credit because their PR sucks. Because I was going to say, like, what if this was just like an elaborate scheme to like make us actually care about her? Because let's be real. Mostly boring. I mean, I'm not English. As a Ghanaian woman, member of the Commonwealth, how we do not care about the British. I beg you, our colonizers. But she's boring. They're just over there doing whatever royal people do, We'd like our stuff back, just as an aside. But like, we didn't care, right? Until Meghan came along, and then the way we were all claiming Meghan and our heritage, the way we're like, hey, our African sisters, come home. Like the way we were all excited. And then, that all blew up, but we still stand Meghan. We're all like, they okay? Like they happy over there with their kids? And that man looks happy and she looks happy and they got their kids and they're safe. So that's all we cared about. But now they got us all up in this mess caring about this princess. Like I have never given, like even when there was the, is he Charles part 2, when it started boiling up in 2018, right? I was like, like palm color mess is hilarious, but also I just don't care that much. I was like, like father, like son, right? Okay, but like I'm in it now. Okay, so some of my favorite conspiracy theorists, okay? Obviously the whole divorce imminent kind of thing. It's like, that seems like it would make sense as I drink my tea. Today's mug sponsor is Working Harder Than an Ugly Stripper. You can get that on my Shopify site, shopnotamalone.com. So I love that theory because it's just plain old messy, but that seems almost too simple. Besides, she wouldn't leave her kids. And, some people on my Clock app were on and on about how like, she should just leave with the kids. And I'm like, guys, she doesn't actually have custody of her children. Neither does William, for that fact. Custody is with the reigning monarch since they are next in line to the throne. And so Charles would decide where those kids would live, what they would eat, where they would sleep, all that goodness. So like, that's not the case, right? I mean, say what you want. I don't know the girl, but she seemed like she'd be down for her kids, right? So like, I don't think she would leave them, right? And so unless she just absconded with them, in which case they should be a bit panicked, right? I like the idea personally. The funnier ones, though very unlikely to be true, that like William, maybe it is true because who am I to, yuck somebody's yum, that William is into pegging and Kate won't do it. She does seem like she wouldn't. And that like Rose will. I mean, again, hilarious, but I don't think that's the most likely because Occam's razor, right? So when I'm looking at theories that feel the most real, like the most likely I thought was possibly she was having a mental health crisis and needed to go somewhere for treatment. And that's why they couldn't produce her. Some people like related that to a divorce announcement. The thing is like wills can't just get divorced. And while Charles had his cake and ate it too, I do not think, because I think that he is a bit two-faced, and we'll talk out of both sides of his very English mouth, is that I don't think, like, for him, Camilla was like his soulmate, right? But I think that to him, if like Wills was cheating, he'd be like, off of some chick you just met like 4 years ago? Come on, like, get it together. You are the future king. So I don't think Charles would be down and allow that to happen, quite frankly. Plus, I think that Charles does actually really care about the monarchy. And so he'd be like, the monarchy would not survive that again. It's my personal thought. The other ones that I think could be entirely possible. Do I think the video that was released of her is real? The height, look, all I'm going to say is the things that make me like, be a little bit like, the height difference, because he's quite tall. He's 6'4", and she, I think, is about my height. I'm 5'7". And so I'm kind of like, that doesn't look like her. And also, she would never carry her own shopping bags. And why is there only one video? Because the way the way everyone has a phone, everyone and their mama has a phone. You telling me nobody got a sneaky peek of Kate? Not one person? Not one? Posted it to TikTok? Not one? That's the only thing that makes it suspect, right? Like that, it's like, personally, it feels like they cleared the streets and put like, you know, actors in there. And then they had their person record from a car to be like, oh yes, you know, they're out at the shopping. I feel like it was a movie set. Like that was staged. If it was in fact her. Anyway, the other theory that like I think is probably most plausible, maybe she had a little work done, takes a minute to go down. The chick that they had walking next to whoever was Wills, notice I'm not saying that that's true. Like, doesn't look like maybe she's had work done, maybe, but because like I was like, abdominal surgery. Listen, the way that I could, like, leggings could never over my stomach when I've had fried chicken, like, come on, or some like serious okra and kinky, the way I'm just like fighting for my life in leggings, and I was like, you had abdominal surgery, ma'am. Because at first I thought, well, maybe it's an embarrassing surgery. She doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, it's her business not to talk about it, right? All these things. But let me tell you about the theory that I most love. Okay, to be fair, I'm a romantic suspense writer. I'm allowed to have this theory. Okay, so you know old boy who died, who used to date her sister Pippa? And the press is saying, you know, a gun was found in the house. Like, they weren't trying to say what it was. I personally think that Wills, you know, and like Kate is in hiding from him because they were having an affair. That's the one I like, but I like that one because of the plot, not because I think it's plausible. I like it for the plot. What do I say? But those are like personally what I think. But like as a member of the Commonwealth, the way that we all are like, where is this non-melanated princess? Where is she? And like the fact that they went to the trouble of like staging like basically what I like to call a Will and Jada pap walk. It's like, here, prove that you're not having an affair. Walk together from the shops. You know they don't do shopping together. Come on, stop it. I never want to go to the grocery store with my husband, and I love him. Damn. So I'm like, it's a little bit staged. I don't know, but like, and everyone's like, oh, she said after Easter. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm ready for after Easter, but like, this is getting a bit wild. Listen, I want to hear your theories. Go ahead and post them in the comments below because I want to know. I want to know what you know. Post them in the comments below. Oh, and while our mug sponsor is working harder than an ugly stripper, our book sponsor is Cheeky Royal. Right there, you can grab it. If you are looking for royal mess that is not real royal mess, I got you. Whole series of royal espionage and fun and excitement. You can check out Cheeky Royal now. But let me know, where is the princess? Where's Princess Kate? Tell me what you think. I want to know. Check you later. Bye.